Welcome. I'm so pleased this week to be able to speak about and share this painting right here of Lying Down Lady. It's a mountain range in Anchorage, Alaska. And there's a lot of layers of story about this painting. I've shared some of those layers in different contexts, so depending on who you are, you might know part of this story. But in my 20s, right after being ordained, I had a powerful dream, a lucid dream experience of a figure of God lying on a mountain range. And I'm just going to leave it there because I've gone into the details of that vision in many capacities, and happy to do so more if you're curious. But needless to say, it was a very profound experience that has stayed with me throughout my life. And the core of it was just this wonderful scene of embodiment, right? The divine figure lying on the earth. And mountains, of course, are often these images of mountaintop experiences, peak moments, connecting heaven and earth. And so this figure of God lying on the mountain, just this beautiful portrait of what it is to rest in God, what it is to be connected to the earth. And personally, my spiritual journey is definitely motivated by a desire to be connected to the earth, because I've often been disconnected from the earth, and I think that's probably true for a lot of us right now. I don't think I'm totally unique. I'm a minister in the Swedenborgian Church, which is a very intellectual tradition, lots of high ideals of what spiritual reality is, and yet also a tradition that, while it lives in the mind, is calling us to live in the world, right? Calling us to make worship life and to come into to embodiment. So in many ways, this image of God on the mountain, the divine touching the earth, is what I aspire to. It's what I aspire to bring into my life day to day, moment to moment. And what's so interesting is I had this vision in my 20s. In my 30s, when I accepted my first solo pastorate at the Freiburg New Church, on my way to candidate for that position, there's this mountain range in Freiburg that has almost the same shape from my dream. And I took that definitely as a synchronicity, a moment of confirming my path. And those mountains, accompanied me in my time serving in Freiburg. And then after I met my husband and moved to Anchorage, Alaska, this mountain was waiting for me. Very similar mountain range, which I then learned was called Lying Down Lady, this lying down figure of the divine, which in the dream, I didn't pick up on this at first, but the image of the figure of God on the mountain, it had hips. It was a feminine kind of an image. So when I discovered Lying Down Lady in Anchorage, it just was another confirmation that something was unfolding. I was coming into being and coming into bringing the divine into the physical world through my ministry, through my marriage, through my becoming a mother, all of these steps along the journey. So I love having this painting in my altar space. It's really important to me. And sadly, I was looking on the back to try to remember the artist. If any of my Alaska family watches this video and you recognize who this artist is, please let me know, because I've been doing some Googling and haven't quite been able to discover who the artist was whose print I purchased in Anchorage. But while I don't know your name, I appreciate your talents, and they're a part of me, and they're a part of what holds this space and keeps me grounded in this work of making worship life. So I hope you enjoy the painting, and I wonder what paintings are in your space that ground you, what dreams and visions ground you and show up along your path to encourage you on the journey. All right, blessings, friends.